Obviously, the Broncos, they've been trying to push the ball down the field this year, and they've had some success. So, what do you guys got to do to try to limit that?
I mean, it's pretty easy answer to play good coverage. So they do a lot of things in the run game to try to bring the backers up in the run game to throw behind us. So as far as our position, we got to have great eyes. We have the key to running back, key is mannerisms. And see play action pads and know when we need to get our depth, because in a lot of our coverage, those overs and those deep routes are going to be on us. So I think that's going to be key for the defend the deep routes.
What have you seen in Bridgewaters' game the first 2 games?
He's been consistent. I mean, everything that we've seen from him in the past. He's a smart quarterback. He's not going to force the ball down the field. When he does have his shots, he will take it. But he's great at seeing the check down. He's great at getting the ball down to his guys to make them make plays. So I think if we do our job on the back end, linebackers do a great job, and playing the overs and playing the run game. Once we eliminate that, he's definitely going to get the ball to his running backs and to the tight end. So we just have to do a good job running to the ball and tackling.
You mentioned like the mannerisms with a running back and play action. So hypothetically, what are some of the differences from versus when they're actually getting the ball? Because they won't make everything look the same when they're getting the ball versus when it's a play action.
So the running backs try to do the same, same steps, same mannerisms, but you really have to keep the linemen. There's always going to be a little tail here and there. If it's third and long, obviously you're not really expecting a lot of runs. But just knowing the situation, knowing down the distance, and just reading the linemen and seeing how they're getting off the ball. So those type of things.
How big a motivation? I know you put it in the rearview mirror, the New England game, but the Damian Harris play, from the standpoint of the defense as a whole, the 26-yard touchdown, a lot of broken tackles. How much of a motivational tool is that for the defense to not allow that kind of play again? Yeah,
100%. That was probably this year the worst tackling as far as the defense that we had on one play. And the position that we in, we can't allow that to happen. We know runs going to get out. We know that people's going to make plays, but we got to do our best to stop them from, making big plays and scoring touchdowns. So when, the first guy tackle them, we just got to have everybody run to the ball, because you never know what's going to happen with that play. If you look at it in the back end, I was behind on the play. There was a few other players, and we kind of slowly jogged up to the running back as he was getting pushed in. So that's not to our standards. That's not to my standards, and that's not to our defense and team standards. So we just have to do a better job when something like that happens again.
Time for one more.
What are some of the things just overall, because that wasn't the only run they had that was successful, what are some of the things you need to tighten up in terms of the run defense learning from last week, because there were several big runs?
It was a few runs that we've seen the previous week. So, it's a copycat league. When a team see a run that works, a few more teams are going to try it again. So we know what to expect, in certain situations. So we just have to make sure we try to put ourselves in good situations on defense, whether it's making a check to a certain formation. Like I said, in third down and long, we typically might see, a screen or a draw. This year, that's kind of what we've been getting a lot. So we should expect that a lot as well. But those kind of plays, comes down to guys just running to the ball and tackling. And, that's what we have to do every day, every play.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.